What's happening? What's going on? Good evening on this cold Monday evening for an edition of Mad Monday with the OG. I am your host, the OG, of course, Mr. White. And over there, peeking around the corner out the kitchen.
At the kitchen, I'm in my bedroom. What the hell you talking about?
And y'all here. It's Biscuit, y'all.
Listen, I'm not in no kitchen right now. Okay, I'm about to eat in about another damn hour. So, okay?
Yeah, coming off of another um, NFL weekend, and we're looking at things and how the playoff picture is shaping up. But it looks like injuries are going to dictate this year's playoffs in grand fashion. Along with maybe possibly Father Time, maybe, you know what I'm saying, turning the clock back. There's a few things that we're gonna get into. We're gonna, of course, the meat of everything is gonna be is the Arrowhead TP closing up shop out there in Kansas City. We're gonna get into that a whole lot more on today's show. Just want to say what's happening to everybody. Hey, Madam Howell, Leo, what's good? Um, you know, we saw Philip Rivers make his auspicious um debut, comeback, if you will, requested by the team. Um, on yesterday. Uh, he looked like he was having fun, but he also looked like an old man out there. Uh, the question is, can the Colts make a Rivers run in these here playoffs? Right now, with the way things are looking, um, it was an interesting game to say the least. You know, it, to the way it went, how it was played. You had a lot of back and forth. Both defenses showed up. But for the most part, in the beginning, early in the game, uh, you could see Rivers. The rest showed early in the game, and then as he got comfortable, as he got hit a couple of times, it's like things were starting to shake off. Um, you know, really didn't have much of an expectation. Rivers has never really been that power gun arm type of quarterback. He threw the type of passes I expected him to throw. Um, and for the most part. But for the question, can the Colts make a Rivers run?
I believe so.
You know what? Yeah, but like I said, for that to happen, Mr. White, they don't have to lean more and more on Jonathan Taylor at this point. Cause that arm is that I watched him throw the ball yesterday. That's just like, yeah.
I mean, he was throwing some flutters. I mean, but for the most part, they was getting to their destination.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody was acting like he threw 5 picks or something yesterday, and that wasn't the case.
I mean, he down there literally almost came off the couch and won an NFL game.
Right.
Not a lot of people gonna be able to do that.
Right. I mean, the dad bod is evident. You can tell he been sitting on the couch and saying eating hot dogs at his boys' rec games and high school games and whatnot. You know, I'll just say, I mean, but that the muscle memory kicked in. He was calling audibles when it needed to be. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they and like they said, they went to him because that's his offense.
Yeah.
That offense in Indy, that's his offense. Um, you know
What up? What up?
what's
What up?
going on, Mucho?
Oh, y'all
I
talking
guess,
about Phillip Rivers?
yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying. And like I said, at the beginning, like that first quarter, them first two possessions, you know what I'm saying. You can see the rest.
Yeah.
You can see the sitting on the couch, not doing nothing, playing with the kids in the backyard. You know what I'm saying. You can see it. But then also you can see after he done got hit a couple of times. You know what I'm saying, and got him a lather. Muscle memory came back, and he was not trying to do a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? He stayed within himself. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't there, it was in the ground. You know, um, you, you know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, they played well enough. But you can also see Daniel Jones took a lot out of it. The Daniel Jones injury took a lot out of their sales. Um, you know, you could see that. You could see the kind of look of variation, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Um Leo, you stupid. You know, put out
What you say?
I mean,
you said no,
yeah,
no, no. Pull out Rivers need
yeah.
college money for his kids. I, he ain't broke. I mean, but when you got 9 of them things, and then one of them just spit out a grandbaby, and she's still in college. Um, an extra $900,000, it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt the situation.
Hasn't he been coaching like middle school football or something like that? High school?
I think he's coaching. I think he's coaching high school. I'm thinking that's where I read back a while. I think he's coaching high school ball.
That's
Um,
the that's the I thought that's the backyard you was referring to.
no, I was referring to him with the kids.
Oh,
Um,
the actual kid.
mm,
Okay.
and yes, Sonya, that did happen. The Saints did win. Their game. They did win that game. You know, but I'm not gonna put too much thought into that. Um, that particular game. It's gonna be a train wreck coming down these next 3 games between them and the Bucks. Um, you
Mm.
know, you know, you know. Um, a lot happened on Sunday, and most of it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
It
Most
was
of it
a
was
it
most
was a
of it
lot
was
of high scoring games.
most of it was bad. You saw a lot of season-ending injuries.
Oh,
Mm.
that too. Yeah.
Um, uh, Packers took a hit. Parsons tore his knee. He tore his ACL. Um,
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams. I just saw that a little while ago.
Dang.
Devontae Adams.
I thought
Um,
Puka Nakua was gonna be out too, but he ended up coming back out there.
Mahomes, which we gonna talk about a little
Oh
later.
yeah. Oh,
Snapped his shit. Um, you know, Late NFL season ending injuries impacting the playoff picture, and is. If you had the meter, which injury that you saw on yesterday, you think was the biggest impact?
Mahomes. It just
You-
that the way he bent that damn knee, that was scary.
I would say for
I'm
this year
Well, I mean,
was
all of them was bad injuries. I'm talking about,
as far as the team,
yeah.
I'm gonna say Adams.
I'm gonna say Adams too, because they ain't running for the playoff and stuff like that, and like
Hmm.
they really could use him in that moment, in those moments. And I don't know how healthy Nakua is from his little injury he had out there, but yeah, that's Adams a big one for him.
Yeah. I I'm leaning toward Michael Parsons being a bigger impact, because that Packers defense was doing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They were doing a little bit with him out there. Um, but I mean, tomatoes, tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Griffin, what's happening?
What's going on, people? I will piggyback on what you said, Mr. Samuel.
Yep.
I think the Michael Parsons injury was definitely a bigger impact because he did help advance Green Bay's defense. He brought another dynamic to it, and the loss
Hmm.
of him on, because I'm pretty sure Green Bay will make the postseason, but the loss of him definitely impacts the team. Like, I mean, because think about it, when you look at it, where Jordan Love was 27 in
Hmm.
history, when Brett Favre was 27, he had Reggie White. They won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
When Aaron Rodgers was 27, he had Charles Woodson, who was a year prior to their Super Bowl run, Defensive Player
Hmm.
of the Year.
Yep.
And then getting Michael Parsons, a dynamic pass rusher who was paired with Jordan Love at the age of 27. So the stars looked like it was going to line for a possible Green Bay Packers championship, but due to Parsons going down, now that
Yep.
changes the whole dynamic.
It changes a whole lot. It changes a whole lot, because now you got to, don't they got to go to Chicago?
I
Ain't
well,
that
I think I don't know if the impact of their loss yesterday changed anything. Because remember, they beat Chicago and they had the division lead. So I don't know if that put Chicago by them losing Chicago winning, that put them in front. But I do think the last game of the season they got to play in Chicago to try to get it's going to basically come down to what it did back in 2014,
right?
where Chicago were fighting for the division title in the playoff spot, and then you lost on the fourth to 18 TD pass to Randall Cobb for some odd damn reason. But yeah,
Yep. Yep. Let me see. Who other notable injuries out there? Um, because it's heavy impact on the playoff picture. Um, mm, yeah, they
well,
definitely.
I will say this: by the Chiefs being eliminated yesterday, it changed things for the team because them being eliminated now, somebody can actually finally win the AFC conference besides Mahomes. But I have my personal thoughts on that a little later on in the show. But
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
continue on.
yeah. We gonna get into all things Arrowhead and Malone and Mahomes, and uh the impact of the Chiefs not being in the playoffs for the first time in a decade. The Chiefs will not be in the AFC Championship game for the first time in a decade. Yeah, we gonna get to that. Yeah. Let's see. Corey said, "Bro, these turf fields taking them ACL out everywhere." Yeah, facts, facts. That is a definite fact. Um, the Cleveland Browns took a beating
They did.
And as typical, um,
That was a West Coast production that we saw yesterday.
okay, all right. We're gonna try to keep it off the Triple X Productions. All right.
Don't do that.
Uh,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
you know, it's the hate, the standing ready to have something negative to say about the quarterback that is now Shadur Sanders of the Cleveland Browns is hilariously pathetic.
Yeah.
He's still a rookie.
This guy is playing in his starting his second game, playing his third game overall. You know, and you're trying to find fault or have reason to have some kind of soapbox to stand on to say I told you so. When
Did they see that old line play? Because that line is absolutely abysmal.
that too as well.
Oh my
You have
God.
that you already see on the chalkboard what Cleveland has to do for this young man going forward in the offseason. You got to get him some more weapons on the outside, and you got to tighten that offensive line up. You know what I'm saying? You got a
And
nice
five,
little dynamic running back.
what? And five Stefanski, what the hell you mean you gave him the wrong wristband to start the game? Talking about a miscommunication. How you do that? How
You
do you
know,
do that?
okay, I'm glad you brought that up because that kind of leads into the you know, because we was having this conversation in the chat, and I don't understand. I don't understand Stefanski. As good of a coach as you are, and your activities from training camp to now with this young man is nothing short of despicable, pathetic, deplorable, just flat out unprofessional. I mean, you could talk to any offensive coach around this league or any coach period, and they would tell you, well, it's kind of standard mantra going forward that the QB2 gets 2 or 3 reps with the first team during practice, during the week. Coming into that game against the Ravens, or was it the one before where he came in after Dylan Gabriel got hurt? Um, that came out, and he hadn't had any first team reps at all. That first pass he threw to Jerry Jeudy was the first pass since he had on a Cleveland Browns uniform. I mean,
Now to add to what you
yeah,
to
go
add
ahead.
what you saying real quick. To add what you saying real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You had guys like backup, like journeyman backup quarterbacks, like Tim Couch and other quarterbacks pretty much come out and tell you that a lot of times the backups don't get reps with the first team. Like that's why people be like, "Oh, I can't believe the backup came in. He looked like this, that, and the third. He don't get the reps." They literally said that. Them boys put out whole tweets basically saying like, no, if you a backup quarterback, you usually don't get reps with the first team. That's why when they come in, you be kind of out of touch because you never practice with them most of the year. As long as the starter is able to go, he gets the reps with the starters, and that's it.
Well, I saw on some nationally televised NFL shows where former backups, like a Colt McCoy and Fitzpatrick and and a few others was like it's just standard procedure. The backup gets at least 2 to 3 reps with the first team during practice during the week. I don't well, I get it, but I still don't get, what I'm saying. You guys or you know what I'm saying, you uh, 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 front office individuals or coaches or whatever the case may be, that because what's going on with this young man has nothing to do with him. Has absolutely nothing to do with him. I'm sorry, if you played against his daddy and you couldn't beat his daddy, you need to go lay on somebody's couch and work that shit out. Cause this shit that's going on in Cleveland is pathetic. And it's unprofessional. You're trying to end this boy's career before it gets started. We saw him at Jackson State. We saw him at Colorado. We saw the numbers that he threw for more passing yards and touchdowns than any other quarterback in that damn draft.
I literally said he was the most NFL rated quarterback, even over Cam Ward.
Yes.
Shadur was the most NFL rated quarterback. For one, you have had tutelage by Tom Brady, so that's a big plus. Your father is Deion Sanders, and he do know football. And then I watched you at Colorado behind the forest line.
Yeah, that offensive staff that Deion put together around him at Colorado, and even at Jackson State, with former NFL guys. He was running NFL plays in college.
Mm-hmm.
So why you think Tom Brady not backing him up like that? Like, as far as him like playing, like been playing.
It really ain't his business.
Well, he don't need a backing of a Brady. He got Deion is his father. But like I said, but Brady got his own thing going on. For one, you gotta look at it. Brady's in the broadcast booth every Sunday, as well as he's part owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. So he got enough stuff on his plate.
Mm-hmm.
And also you don't need the backing of a Brady. See, the problem that you have in these type of scenarios is in Shadur's case, like his play speaks for itself. Yeah. The issue that we have here is the fact that you got folks that was trying to like make it seem like he wasn't that good, which we all knew better. So you knew it was an agenda against that man. I watched. Listen, the man first game at Colorado was versus TCU. Granted, they lost a lot of their people, but it was still ranked 16th in the nation to start the season off in 2024. And Shadur showed his whole ass in that game. We had 4 touchdown passes. What are we talking about?
Right. Yep. You know, this situation. Hazlitt, the owner, you as well. It's just my point of view on this situation. You got questions to answer to. Now I understand that there are levels to the upper front office management and what, and it could be a whole bunch of stuff that is leading to this happening to this kid, but there is no way you keep Stefanski as a head coach after this season is over with. Behind his handling and treatment of Shadur Sanders, there is no way you keep him.
I mean, Bruce Arians did question him still having a job, and that was on the podcast, so that should tell you everything you know right there.
Yeah. I mean, because if you run out here this offseason and you trade Shadur, you're losing your locker room because everybody in that locker room is behind Shadur. Well, 95% of the is behind Shadur.
Mm-hmm.
If you listening to what Dylan Gabriel's girlfriend tell it, you know. But it's just you got to fix this. You got to put this young man who's making more money than everybody on that damn team except for Miles Garrett out, you know what I'm saying, through endorsements as a fifth round pick.
All I'm saying is, when it comes to Stefanski, when you look at the track record, you got the Baker couldn't do much, and then he left and became an impact player in Tampa. Joe Flacco had a decent year, won comeback player of the year, but then start off the season with you look like absolute shit. Got traded to Cincinnati, and hell, Joe Flacco looked better than Joe Burrow this year, and that's telling. Behind the same damn old line, so we got to have a conversation about that soon. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, your quarterback prowess has not been well. So we got to start raising questions. And then you, like you said, out there, you're ruining Shadur. What do we do? What are you doing, Stefanski? What are you doing?
Man, it's an awful thing, man. It is a awesome. What up, Terry? What's going on with you?
I feel like they might end up drafting another quarterback.
Well, in Cleveland,
yeah.
If you don't want the village idiots kicking down the gate and burning down the dog pound, that ain't what you want to do. That city loves that boy. That locker room loves that boy. The media in Cleveland is like a $2 hooker out there pom-pomming for that boy.
Yeah. I be seeing even players from other teams be trying to get that jersey out.
When your division rival's head coach checks you in the post-game handshake about him, there is no bigger sign that you fucking up than that right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was caught on audio. And John Harbaugh told Stefanski, "You got something good there. Stop fucking it up." In those exact words.
Because knowing John Harbaugh, he could damn sure use him. But that's another conversation.
They'll definitely do some things.
I can't get no higher than number one on the public enemy number one list in Baltimore than I already am. So I mean, you know,
their defense showed out yesterday, though.
Right, and they were trying to give that boy that credit for that game. That defense took that game over. I tell you that the AAU stands are some special group of people. Mm-hmm. They are a special group of people. Well,
I don't know where we going after this, but what y'all think about the team that won off of 6 field goals?
You talking about Seattle?
Yes.
I mean, I watched it in the playoff game back in 2006 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
When the Colts, Mike Vanderjagt had to kick, or Adam Vinatieri had to kick 5 field goals to beat the very powerful Baltimore Ravens defense. And hell, Ray Lewis and Peyton Manning did a podcast together where they talked about that one specific play where it was a play where it was 3rd down and Peyton was lined up and he called the timeout because he was like, he didn't know what the Baltimore was going to do. And Ray was like, on his side, he was like, look, we were doing 0 coverage. Basically, we sit in the house, we going to make Peyton beat us with his arm. And Peyton barely got the pass to Dallas Clark on a 3rd and short. I'm talking about when they say football is a game of inches, literally Ivory Scott pinky finger was inches away from making that an incomplete pass. I'm talking about a game of inches. So yeah, like I've seen this happen. What I will say is, how the I'm finna come public enemy number one now. Cause damn, I ain't talking about just the AAU folks in Baltimore. This for the NFL in general. How the fuck do y'all let these old ass quarterbacks come back and look decent? This man Rivers been sitting on his ass for 5 years.
Oh man, Rivers.
This man done became a grandfather, for Christ's sake.
Yep.
And he went out there and threw a TD pass and looked formidable. This is pathetic.
He didn't look half bad.
This is pathetic. Rivers been sitting on this boy been eating burgers, drinking pina coladas, Long Island iced teas, and still shooting the club up in his wife for 5 straight years. And y'all let that man walk on the field and still look formidable at 44 years old. That is ridiculous.
I said that's where I started with first. Them first 2 series, you can see him shaking off the rust, and after he got hit a couple of times, you know what I'm saying, and that muscle memory came back, and checking down, calling audibles on the
scared.
He managed the game well.
I'm gonna tell you, wanna know why I'm scared? I'm gonna tell you exactly. Seeing that shit yesterday, that causes itches. Cause then you get that some bitch in that broadcast to come out the broadcast booth, become a quarterback again.
No.
He said that. He said something about that too. He said the league won't let him.
I don't want that cheating bastard nowhere near a football field no more.
What you mean the league? They can't stop him. Somebody get that motherfucking contract. Ain't nothing they can do.
That's what he said.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm sitting here looking at this. I say, y'all got Rivers out here fresh off the couch, looking formidable. Now this motherfucking Brady looking at that shit like, shit. If Philip get off the couch and do it, I know I can. Man, let me get on the team real quick. I'm gonna be one mad bastard about it.
They all about to start coming back.
But that's the point I'm making, because now this is the question. This is the conversation I have to start having with folks.
Matt Ryan, where you at?
No, it ain't Matt. It ain't Matt. It's Matt Stafford, because now people are starting to say, "Oh, if Matt Stafford win MVP and another ring, we gonna have to have a conversation about him being better than certain people." And I said, "Hold up." I said, "Hold up." But wait a minute. Now, this is where I had a problem with most folks. I said, because y'all do realize Stafford played in the era of most of those peers. The ball wasn't even really scratched. When I say he was just nudging at that top 10 quarterback lane, he was anywhere between 10 to 12 or 13 in the league. This was in the league when you had Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Matt Ryan, Ben Roethlisberger, Russell Wilson when he first got in the league, Jay Cutler, Tony Romo. And listen, I can't believe Cowboy fans don't get too excited. I still hate y'all bastards, but Romo was decent at a time. Like, these were the quarterbacks that was ahead of him. And I'm sitting here saying, like, y'all, just because y'all saying, oh, he can win MVP in the Super Bowl, he done bypassed them, bro. He was not even better than when they was all playing.
I'm finna put a hole in that to these idiots with that. All right, the man was nine seasons. It was
10.
Had arguably one of the greatest receivers to ever do it.
Actually, I take that back. 12 seasons. My bad.
12 seasons. And you had one playoff berth in a wild card.
He had 3.
You get to LA and get gifted a goddamn championship. And y'all out here talking about one more ring and an MVP. Well, stop it. Stop it.
That should let you know right there he's not that much better, because it takes a whole nother championship and the MVP for you even think about.
You had Megatron in Detroit.
I mean, let's
You
be
had
real here. Like,
Megatron.
let's be real here. He was literally spamming. He was literally spamming Megatron. It was like, fuck it, Megatron down there somewhere. He was literally spamming that man. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would too, but he was literally spamming that man.
You had one of the most unstoppable forces at receiver for over a fucking decade, and you could. Okay, all right.
And
He gets over here to LA and get literally have birthday, Merry Christmas here and take this ring.
and that
You got a Trent Green, goddamn Trent Green motherfucking goddamn Super Bowl ring.
and Sam, that is my problem with most fans. Because when they start saying shit like that, I was like, y'all do realize that this man wasn't even better than most of these guys when they were playing with him. And now that you talking about because he won a ring before, he's having a research, he having a good year this year and possibly win MVP. Now you saying, oh, he could bypass Breeze, he could bypass Rodgers, he could bypass Roethlisberger. What the fuck he can't?
No,
He can't.
see y'all see now. Lil Travis, could you do that rock impression? Are you smoking crack?
Oh. Are you on crack?
Come on. You really gonna fix your face. You gonna fix your face. He has not had not now season that rivals any of Drew Brees' season. He ain't had now season that rivals Brett Favre in any of Brett Favre. Okay, including the Minnesota season. All right, he has not had now season that rivals anything Aaron Rodgers. Anything, you don't have to even make the mention Tom Brady.
Hey, hold on.
He hasn't had any season that is rival Matt Ryan.
But now he did throw for 5,000 yards in 2011. Because that was like, we had like four quarterbacks do for 5,000 yards that year. But the point I'm making is people try to say like, well, Detroit was a poor organization. They had their issues, but they did make some quality moves for him during that time frame. I mean, for Christ's sake, do you not realize that Ndamukong Suh was pretty much the best defensive lineman in the league at a point? Like, that boy was a fucking monster. He was a game wrecker.
Mm-hmm.
You had Calvin Johnson, a.k.a. Megatron. Fuck everything else.
Don't forget Nate Burleson, who was a decent receiver.
I'm just saying.
Brandon Pettigrew. They had Reggie Bush's season.
There is no time in Matthew Stafford's career where he was impactful like that.
Not at all. He had great skills, but he wasn't impacting.
I mean, you know what I'm saying, bro? There is no season in that. His entire time in Detroit with Megatron, bruh. Come on, let's keep it. Matthew Stafford is the reason Megatron retired. Stop playing.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with folks. This is why we've been trying to tell people for years. The quarterback play in the NFL has diminished tremendously because when you got guys like people don't realize Stafford ain't just get drafted. Bro been playing since 09. Literally 09. He got drafted a year after Matt Ryan and Joe Flacco. And right now, Matt Ryan at the booth, he chilling. But him and Flacco still on the field. Like I said, I just got out my mouth to see it. That Joe Flacco behind Cincinnati's old line, that same poised old line that Joe Burrow played behind, look better than fucking Burrow. What we talking about, dog? What we talking about, dog? You just had an old ass grandpa come off his fucking couch and look formidable. He basically Seattle was knocking the rust off. Gee, he might throw 3 TDs next Sunday.
Won't surprise me.
Right.
And if he throw 3 TDs Sunday, I'm gonna be back on this show Monday afternoon cussing. You ain't gonna tell me that quarterbacks of today is better than the previous era because the previous era is still showing them up. That's saying something.
Yeah. They want these individuals out here that look like the quarterback that they play with on Madden, and think that it's gonna cut it.
I think to me, skill set wise, I mean he makes his mistakes, no doubt about it. But Jordan Love displays what a quarterback supposed to look like, in my humble opinion. Now I ain't saying he ain't perfect, but he do have some resemblance of the previous era. Most of these cats, they be scrambling, running all over like a chicken with a head cut off, and hoping somebody to come open for them.
Right.
At least Jordan be throwing from the fucking pocket.
He has a play caller that design that calls the plays that where you end up scheming. You know what I'm saying, your receivers open where he can, and he has that ability to throw guys open.
That part.
He has that underrated ability to throw guys open.
Speak on the sound, because let me tell you something, man. That's a part of football, especially the quarterback position. That's a lost art. Folks don't understand about throwing your receiver open. That's what truly makes you elite. See, let's go back to when you talk about AAU Jackson, as you prefer to him too, because when you can throw it to a wide open receiver when you done scramble and it dysfunctions the defense. But I've never seen him throw a receiver open. And when I say throw a receiver open, everybody remember the quote unquote Unk Bowl that took place on Thursday night between Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco. Remember when Flacco threw that floater down the sideline to the T. Higgins to get in field goal range to win the game? That's throwing a receiver open.
Yeah.
That's what I call throwing a receiver open. You drop that bitch in a bucket where he got to run under it. That's throwing a receiver open. Or when you talking about throwing dots in that same game when Rodgers threw the ball to Freiermuth in triple coverage and he caught it for a touchdown, that's throwing dots. Y'all quarterbacks today in today's game don't be doing no shit like that.
Nope.
If they do, the receiver drop
booty naked before they throw the ball.
Well, we're gonna put a cap on that one and spit on to the meat and get to what's really happening. As we spoke on earlier, Mahomes tore his ACL. In the loss. In the microcosm, in the moment, big picture wise, with all of everything that has happened in that, okay. What does this knee injury mean for Patrick Mahomes going forward?
I mean, it's his first one. I mean, I think definitely it should be an eye opener for the Chiefs to make sure they get him some better protection this coming up this coming up season and going forward. Because him playing hero ball or backyard football as much as he's been doing here lately, because he ain't got no dang receivers out there and his tight end ain't got old on him. It's just time for them to kind of restart and get back to the drawing board.
Amirs?
Sir?
You paying attention in the back of the classroom?
Yes, I'm paying attention, man. Ain't nobody sleep over here.
Well, what is your thought on this about Mahomes' knee injury going forward for his career?
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go with Fresh said, man. They don't have to bid up on that offensive line because that yesterday he was taking beatings like crazy. And then, like I said, I believe Kelsey don't retire after this year.
I mean, well, that's a given. Because I was talking to talking to my sister about this because she is asking me. I'm like, oh, they jumped on the plane to that undisclosed island that Taylor bought, and went and found him and talked him into this year. He had done checked out after the Super Bowl.
That's what I was thinking too.
Okay, he had done checked out after Super. They talked him into this year. Okay, Travis' life after football is already set up.
Yep.
Okay, you know what I'm saying, and watching him sitting on the end of that bench while Philadelphia was celebrating. I said, "Oh yeah, he done. He waiting on Boothang to send that private jet to pick him up and get gone, get the fuck out the way. He done." Honestly, this happening like this, and it's just my opinion, in the grand scheme of things, because there's a little bit of history. For the first time in a decade, these Kansas City Chiefs are not going to be in AFC Championship, this year. You won't have a conference championship game involving the Chiefs this year for the first time in a decade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, for the first time in a decade, you would not have the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I honestly think that it's over with. I think it's over with. I don't see. If he comes back from this, it would shock the shit out of me. It would surprise me if Patrick Mahomes steps back on the NFL field after this. After the surgery, after the rehab, all of that, I don't see it. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? And, you had to jump on the plane. You and Andy, and front office, you had to jump on the plane and go and beg this man to play one more season. And now you done tore up your shit. Kelsey's out here looking like, you know what I'm saying, a left or right tackle that they done tried to, you know what I'm saying, reshape into a tight end. Because I'm looking at Travis Kelce and I'm like, did he put on some weight?
That's all he did to me.
Because I don't remember him being this damn big.
That's from all that land on his back.
Hey, on the beach, on the yacht, on the super jet.
Whatever weight Taylor Swift don't get, he picks up. That's all that is.
Hey, and I'll tell you something. When the clock strikes zeros on this season, which is aligning with the end of her tour, look for her to get pregnant this offseason.
How long does ACL usually take?
How long the what? ACL?
It's roughly a year, but with technology now, because I mean, a problem with that, we watched Adrian Peterson tear both his ACL and MCL like literally on like the day before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And you were thinking he was gonna be out all the way up until like mid to late season of 2012. Boy was back on the field week 1 of 2012, and then that broke the Russian record that year.
Still dominating, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, I'm not saying that he'll be back, but it's a possibility he can be back. But my thoughts on the situation is, I ain't gonna now Kelsey. I would lean say he's probably done.
Oh, it's a
For as
wrap.
Mahomes, I think he'll come back. He might not be the Mahomes that we once was, but I think he'll come back. But if he don't come back, I'm not mad because I mean, shit, bro don't won MVP of the league. Bro don't won Super Bowl championships. Like if he really want to hang it up, he really could.
Yeah.
And he's pretty practically a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And
Um,
here's a bigger question, and Sonya is asking it. What does this mean for Andy Reid?
I don't think it means.
I mean-
I don't think. Oh, go ahead, LT.
no, I mean, I was just gonna say that's a good question, but people got to understand Andy is in his 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about Andy being in his 70s, he's been coaching for a long time. He won the championship as a coordinator with the Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
Then he took the job as the Philadelphia Eagles. And then he became the Kansas City Chiefs head coach. And then he finally won championships as a head coach himself. He don't necessarily got to be here. Like, he can actually hang this shit up his damn self. Now, if he hang it up, then I can see Mahomes hanging it up. But at the same time, that'd be such a awful collapse for the Chiefs because you ain't got no successors in place or nothing. So if you end up losing your tight end, your quarterback, and head coach all in one off season, well, that's gonna be one hell of a recovery.
Yeah. And your running back, because they supposedly are trying to move on from Pacheco. So
Right.
Damn, I forgot about him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're done as a team. I don't think Mahomes is done playing. I mean, this is his first major injury, as far as I can tell or recall. Now I've heard. I mean, he's had little nagging injuries, but this is his first having a surgery done. So I don't see him going nowhere no time soon. I think Andy Reid. I don't think Andy Reid is going anywhere anytime kind of soon. Now, even though he is, like you just said, 70, I think he might give it a couple more years before he sets out.
I was just finna say, put some years on it.
I would say 2. I would at least say Andy will walk away, leaving the Chiefs in the right direction first before stepping back.
And what you think about Mahomes?
He'll still be there. I mean, it ain't like he just super old.
Is he even 30 yet?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's 30 now.
Okay.
Yeah, he got time.
That nigga been in a decade.
I mean, I know he got drafted in 2017, so like next year will be his 10th NFL season, so I do know that for a fact. But I mean, like I said, I wouldn't knock them out yet. But what I will say is this: as far as the AFC playoff picture goes, congratulations to whoever win the AFC.
Yeah.
But my thought process is if Mahomes do come back and Andy Reid come back, I'm gonna just say Kelsey don't come back. But what if Mahomes come back hungrier than ever? Because sometimes you taking a loss actually brings more hunger in you because you know how to feel be on that mountaintop. Mm-hmm. But a lot of folks this year gonna be talking. You know, Baltimore got an opportunity now. Buffalo got an opportunity now. These teams got an opportunity to find a winning championship. Let me pause on Baltimore real quick. I don't even know if they in a wild card right now. But because I know they're not leading their division because Pittsburgh got a division. But the reason why I say that because like everybody, yeah, we finally made it to the Super Bowl. But here's the problem: y'all didn't beat the man who's been beating on y'all for the past 9 damn years. At this point, the only teams that could beat the Chiefs in the playoffs is the Chiefs and the damn Cincinnati Bengals. That's it. Like that's the only team because Buffalo, y'all tried many times and got fucked. And Baltimore, you tried once and you had a home playoff game and you still got fucked. So at the end of the day, none of y'all can't beat them unless they not either Cincinnati is beating them or they're beating themselves where they're not in the postseason. That's it.
I think this year injuries really got them.
And a lot of distractions.
Yeah.
Here's the AFC playoff picture. Broncos at 12-2 at the top. And then you got New England 11-3 at number 2. Jacksonville holding down the third seed right now at 10-4, leading AFC South. The Steelers 7-6, leading the AFC North. Then you have the Chargers at 10-4 at the 5th spot, Buffalo at the 6th spot. And the Texans at 9-5. On the bubble, there's the Colts at 8-6, the Ravens at 7-7, the Dolphins at 6-7. Eliminated. Yep. Eliminated.
How the fuck the Dolphins still in this bitch?
Hey, eliminated the Chiefs, the Bengals, Jets, Browns, Raiders, Titans. Yeah.
I did say last week that they have been winning some games. Miami.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you started with us.
Yeah.
First, don't do that, please. Boy, you just had to bring that. You just had to bring that up, huh?
I mean, because it's relevant. It's a part of it.
Boy, you talking about a belt to ass, boy. That shit was abysmal.
What you talking about? What game you talking about?
When we lost
to
to
Miami. That's Miami beating us is what started them winning.
Shoot! They had the Falcons participating in the Jeffrey Dahmer Necrophilia challenge because they were dead, but they were still getting fucked.
God damn.
And
yeah, we gave them a boost.
Next 5 to 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we gave them a charge or something.
And who you said in the 7th spot, Sam?
At the 7th, the Texans.
And what their record is?
9-5.
Well, they got to be careful the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh no, you said they 9-5. They 9-5.
Yeah.
They should be able to lock it down. They should be able to lock it down.
They still got to be careful because of most of the teams that's in there are double digit already, ain't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up for the Steelers.
Except for the Steelers, and they division just pours as fuck.
Yeah. Our division poor as fuck, but we got the worst coach in the league.
But I'm glad you said that because I wanted to point out.
We're talking about everybody else in the NFL. No.
Man, don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
How the hell Carolina lost today?
I don't damn know. I don't damn know.
Any given Sunday. Any given Sunday.
And see now, it pisses me off as a Falcon fan because our division is very much winnable, and we got a jackass for a head fucking coach who don't know what the fuck he doing and just wasted 2 years of an opportunity for us to win our division and make the playoffs. But you got motherfuckers out here saying, is it a possibility if that man come back as a head coach of the Atlanta Falcons?
What you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna have sex with his mama.
Let me tell you something, but you don't know the type of motherfucker that I am, but it'll get diabolical in this bitch.
Have you seen his mama?
I don't know. I don't even get into that shit, bro.
I don't give a damn about nobody, mama. Raheem Morris better not keep his job after the season. He don't need it.
All right.
Because you don't wasted 2 opportunities, dog. Like, bro, our division has been porous the last 2 years. We could have easily won it with the talent that we had. Like, bro, literally right now, you got both the Bucks and the Saints at 7-8. They got 7 wins apiece, and neither one of these, they gotta still play each other twice.
Yep.
What are we talking about, dog? How did we get here?
Well, for
They got to play each other twice a day. I'm talking about they don't even want the division.
well,
Well,
for some,
here's the NFC playoff picture. The Rams are holding down the pole position at 11-3. Bears 2 at 10-4. Eagles 3rd seed at 9-5. The Bucks at 500, 7-7 at number 4. Seahawks 5th, 49ers 6th, Packers 7th. On the bubble, Lions and Panthers. The Lions are 8-6, Panthers at 7-7, Cowboys 6, 7-1.
Well, they got a 1% chance of making it. They ain't making it.
Right.
yeah, 1%.
Yeah. Now, I think injuries are gonna dictate what happens with the Panthers defensively, with Parsons going down. It's gonna be interesting. Well, it's crazy to be even saying this right now, but we may mess around and see the Bears in the Super Bowl.
Mm.
And I'm saying that with a straight face.
I ain't laughing either.
Okay,
Because I ain't gonna lie to you, the way the Bears defense is playing.
Yeah,
got the most takeaways in the league right now.
Yeah, they have created the most turnovers.
And you had some people that were very upset with Grady Jarrett for leaving the Falcons going to Chicago. Don't mean such a bad idea right now, does it?
I have already stood on the eating crow stand concerning the Bears. Ben Johnson is making a strong case for Coach of the Year.
Over Vrabel?
Ben Johnson is making a strong case for Coach of the Year. Now, I'm not
even looking at Vrabel.
I'm not taking nothing away from what Vrabel has done in New England, but to me, right now, it's a 2-horse race between Ben Johnson and Sean Payton.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I would say your boy in Seattle.
McDonald? Nah.
Yeah. No.
I mean, it's the case, but for me, I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
See, I don't think did Seattle make the playoffs last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, they did. They made the playoffs last year. I think Denver made the playoffs within the recent years with Sean Payton, if I'm not mistaken, or at least was close to it. And even though Vrabel came there and really and truly, I don't think they gave Gerard Mayo a fair chance in New England. But that's just me. But Vrabel came there and you got all that stuff going on. Ain't not one person on this fucking panel that could tell you and say, "Oh, Chicago will be one of the ones this year." Not one of us said that shit.
And did not.
If a person outside of Chicago Bears fan thought that Chicago will be one of the ones this year, you better call me the Trail Sprewell. I'm gonna choke the shit out you.
And I don't know who was it that decided to make the executive decision not to pay Sam Darnold in Minnesota, but whoever that is should be fired.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
Should be fired.
Sound like somebody over here making decisions.
They were 14-3 last year in Minnesota, and you didn't get that man a check. And he is in Seattle right now doing the exact same thing. They are 11. Seattle is 11-3.
Exactly.
But they got a great quarterback. His alter ego is 9.
You know what else is crazy though? We could have had Ben Johnson.
Yeah, I never heard about that.
Well, we passed him up.
We're gonna spend the block on that conversation.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't get me wrong. I would have loved to have Ben Johnson, but I had the Sith Lord riding on the boat.
Again, we gonna spin the block on that on another day because that's a whole nother hour.
Mhm.
That's a whole nother hour. And the
Man,
the originators are getting ready to get started. If not, then already started over there.
You gonna have to go over and take their show over, man. We ain't done talking. We ain't done talking. Shit.
Because those are two conversations right now going you know what I'm saying, dominate the week.
I got one more thing. You know, every coach we interviewed is in the playoffs.
Yes, yeah.
Fresh. That's no.
Yeah.
and
Well,
every coach that we interviewed beat us.
That's actually tomorrow's topic.
yeah.
That's actually
And the ones
tomorrow's
we
topic.
played beat us.
Don't remind me of that. Don't remind me of that. Please don't remind me of that.
We got a double lashing. They
Oh.
making the playoffs and they beat us.
Oh
Ski,
my God.
ski. I'm not buying any of that. I'm not buying any of
The
that.
coaches we interviewed.
I'm not buying any of that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What good would it do? What good would it do?
Man, that man.
We're not in contention at all. So I think that's I just think that is clickbait fodder. You know what I'm saying? To get some views or get some ratings. Because it makes absolutely no sense. Number one, and number two, what would be the reason? Because we're not in contention for anything. There's no mathematical way, you know what I'm saying, of winning out that we could win the division. There's not. So I think it's BS. I think it's, you know, clickbait about Matt Ryan, and I'm not buying none of it. I'm not buying none of it. You know, so I mean, hey, look, like once again, man, make it clear. I appreciate everybody for tuning in always. You know, and because I enjoy the dialogue and the back and forth, and you guys talking, you know what I'm saying, makes the conversation. Hey, yeah, I just got that notification. Yeah, the originators are getting started as we speak. We go again tomorrow. That is the topic. All the coaches that we passed on are in the playoffs. OGBigsam reaction. Y'all tune in for that tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody. Appreciate you, LT, for joining me on today. Always love. You know what I'm saying? If y'all roll over Mad Mike Sports 16K Live with Mr. Tactician, the originators, getting crunk up over there. They got they got a Joe Burrow conversation. I think y'all might want to tune in too. You know what I'm saying? So for Young Knight, the freshman,
Yes,
LT,
sir.
the big man, Mucho Grande. Hey, you got to keep it A. You got to keep it dirty, most noble. You got to keep it real with yourself. Let your next choice be your best choice. We out, Mr. White Network.
Peace.
Deuces.
Peace.